this should be good enough, I think. I hope I'm audible right now. Some level of white noise or bass noise should be also audible, but that's because the microphone is just pretty crap, so I'll lower the game volume too. So this is gonna be a test recording of me just playing on Kiseki right here. I'm recording this mainly to see if I want to, make a playthrough of this game. I haven't played it much. I've played about an hour of it essentially. God, it's loud. Wait a second. Where's the sounds? Not this. And yeah, it's supposed to be this amateurish. Yeah, just this volume. There we go. There's no real reason for me to speak in such a low voice, such a low tone. Just really timid, you could say. Anyway, yeah, I cannot play the game while listening to myself. So, as I said, this is gonna be just a recording of me playing on Kiseki for an amount of time to see if I play through the game or not. All I have to say about the recording is that I tend to read the stuff, like the stuff the characters say, and I think I have the volume at 0. Yeah, it's okay. So right now in the game, I'm in pretty much the first area you go into, a former place of the cult that whose high priest we beat in the last game, Zero no Kiseki. And I don't know what happens in this game at all. Oh. Altar Lodge, there we go, that's the naming. Sorry if I sound sick. I'm not really sick. So this game does have voiceovers, but only in battle. Of course it does feature full voice acting, but I'm not really a big fan of it, so... Well, me enabling it or not, it depends on many factors. Personally, I prefer playing these games without voice acting because I tend to read quickly, so... Yeah. Listening to voice acting, especially Japanese voice acting while reading, kind of slows it down for me. I hope the keyboard is not annoying, by the way. Anyway. So I haven't really done anything with the characters. Now you can do anything with the characters. All I've done is just equip them their master chords and nothing else, as you don't even have chords this early in the game. I just have to find an alternate path to get to Dudley and Mr. Arios, pretty much. That's all. Thankfully, this game does feature turbo mode, although it's a bit too quick for use outside of battle. But still, much better to have a turbo mode than not have one in these games. Gonna make it far easier for me to play it, that's all I know. See what I mean? I can just keep spamming E, and now I need healing. Because Lloyd, as usual, is a bit useless when it comes to, frankly, everything. I beat the boss in 0 without him. I had him replaced with Joshua. If that says anything. I'm saying that he's a pretty good protagonist. Not my issue with the story at all. But when it comes to gameplay, yeah, meager. Really meager. It's just that he's way too normal, if that makes sense. He's way too balanced. The problem I had with 0 was that I couldn't really do much with him. With everyone else, I could go somewhere. Like for Randy, I could use Deathstorm, for instance. And I could have Tio and Ellie be very good casters. Oh, there we go. We're gonna have voices. So if I sound cringy, I'm sorry. Oh, I guess not. I have to use analyze. Damn it. I don't know what it's weak to. Probably fire. It looks like a plant, so. Or ice, even. Blindness, really? Oh, it even features skipping of arts animations. That's pretty cool. So it's weak to fire, but really resistant to ice or water. Icicle edge is received as water. But still, Noel has some pretty good crafts, so I can just use them. There we go. That wasn't hard, was it? Yeah. It's not a lot harder with just the two of us. Yeah, I will manage. Randy's the same, of course, but you Guardian Force members sure are reliable. Blah. Crap. Your training must have been completely different from an ordinary policeman. Don't flatter me, please. If pushed, I'd say we rely in turn on our powerful weapons and equipment. But mastery of those weapons is itself the result of training. I mean, we're the same age and you're already so good at driving. Well, that's because I've trained daily ever since enlisting when I was 15. I also owe a lot to Commander Sonia. Her guidance has been excellent. Even if the trails were gruesome. Vice Commander Sonia. No, Commander Sonia. If she was in charge, that must have been good training. Randy mentioned that even he had a really hard time with his training. His? Isn't Sonia female? Okay. Yeah, seems like it, huh? Randy, huh? He's in the middle of rehabilitation training right now, isn't he? Yeah, he is. If only Randy were here. Or Elliot here, for that matter. With them around, there'd be nothing to worry about. Agreed. Come to think of it, the special support section really does have a good balance. With your roles defined so clearly, you're able to handle anything. Yeah, they really helped me out a lot. Even out of battle, their different crap, let's do this again. Even out of battle, their different specialities were so helpful in many ways. Oh, that's a pretty good image. I'm gonna snap that. Bye then. I'll leave things to you. Please take care for me. Make sure you look after Sight and Kopi too. Helly, Tio, Randy. It's already been a month since then. I wonder how everyone's doing. Oh, I thought it would pad me to the other members of the special support section or something. It's okay though. Oh, well. I've gotten kind of used to not using turbo mode because of Zero, so I kind of forget that it exists. I got confused there, saw that. That could be a little dangerous. Let's see where to go properly. As far as I remember, I think OBS has a pause function, but I don't see it anywhere. Maybe I'm just imagining things or something. Whatever. If I have to stop, I'll just splice it and edit. So, there we go. Ready now. Bunch of stones. Monsters appeared, yeah. Kinda figured that out. Alright. Still don't know what you're weak to, so I just have to go with Strong Mega. This. For now, I'll just use electromagnetic net because of range. And range is awesome. A good thing with these games is that they don't suffer from what Trails in the Sky used to suffer from. when for the majority of first chapter you had to deal with single target arts and crafts, and it was pretty bullshitty. Well, even in the beginning of Zero, you did have some sort of ranged stuff to work with. I remember how agonizing the beginning hours of first chapter were. But hey, it was well worth it for that ending. Did someone die? Oh no, okay. EP cut 1, that's actually pretty good. Okay, let me... There we go. Who was the most ADS? Really now? Well, okay. Since you have the most ADS, I should be using arts with you. Someone did die now. The consequences of using turbo. Oh, turbo bumps to 2000 HP? Well, that makes sense. Alrighty. Alright, I have to pause it now because lunch, and I'll come back. I'll just have to splice the two, that's all. Back to this we are. Lunch was good though. Now I've taken on the second path, but it's still pretty hard to find exactly where to go. Well, in pretty standard Falcom fashion though, their dungeons can be pretty complex when they want to. Sucker. Oh, that's the place we came from, alright. Ah, damn it. Well, I could catch up with you when I find the place to go, as to make it more interesting and not just me going around and rambling. You know, that could be something. Some sort of a rifle consideration. Alright, I will catch up with you when I find where to go to get to the next point. I've had an urban charging station, so I think this is where we continue this. So I've already rested. I just progress. I'm re-recording this, by the way, this segment. This is another door. The stone door is shut tight. No good, huh? There should be a switch around here, just like for the door near the entrance. Yeah, probably. Let's look around. Anyway, I wonder how deadly Inarius are holding up on their side. I don't think too much is even capable of slowing them down, but on top of their enemy using Gnosis, they're capable of calling forth those terrifying archaisms. We shouldn't get too optimistic. Right. At times like this, it would be helpful if we could contact them with our enigmas. That's only possible in Crossbell and in the Mon State, where the Foundation is headquartered. But thinking back on it, having that functionality sure came in handy. We could call on Fran for backup though. 2. Sorry. I'm glad she was able to be of assistance. Considering how she is, I'm worried about whether she's working properly. You're talking about when she came to see us off at the station with Kea when we left her Altair City, right? I think that's just fine. She was worried about you. Even so, she shouldn't be slacking off during working hours. After all, she did try to board the train with Kea. Yeah, Kea was throwing one of her rare tantrums then too. Don't tell me. I don't know how to do Fran. Big sis, Lloyd! Not that high. Big sis, Lloyd, be really careful, okay? Well, she has a point. Even though they're fugitives, they're still affiliated with the cult. I cannot really... There we go. That should do it. Lloyd, come back. Ah, shit. Come back safely, okay? Kay will be a good girl and wait for you. My voice is too deep for Kay. Our friends are waiting for us in Crossbell. Whatever happens, let's make this mission a success and return to them unharmed. Yes, sir. Does this open? It should open. Oh, there's another path from there. The stone door is slightly shut. Yeah, we just read that actually, I think. Oh, it's two paths. Great. Fun. Yeah, whatever. Oh, it's a Tuthy, this one. Okay. Let's try here with Firebolt. Maybe that will make a difference. Dude, that was... I got petrified. I'll just switch to crafts. Twice. Something tells me that this thing doesn't get hit by crafts or anything like that. Yeah, it seems to be immune to them. It's like it's physical attacks and stuff. So I'm kind of perplexed how Quake petrifies you. I know it's you know, it's technically a stone art, but it's an earthquake. That's why I kind of lose it. Listen about this. There we go. That was okay. That was okay. The moment when you cannot find something to say, you just throw something in the air, like macaroni. I'll try this way. Ah, don't provoke it. I don't want to provoke the thing. I don't really want to fight anymore. It's good enough that I have turbo mode in this game. I don't want to have to use it so much. Why is this place a damn maze? Oh? It's a switch. Operate? Oh, I see now. Well, that's our problem fixed. Or not. Didn't we just face that enemy? Ah, I'll see what the crafts are about. The S-crafts. I got petrified. There's Lloyd dead. Oh no? I thought you got okay out by petrified. By being petrified. I guess not or something. No. It only applies to arts. But I do have a reviving bomb to give to Lloyd, so. I'll just use the S-craft. This is not gonna be an easy battle with two people. At all. Especially when I could get hit by petrification whenever, pretty much. Oh, there we go. There's one of the targets out of the way. The rest of the battle was easy. Alright. Excellent work. That could be better. I can't help but wonder, what could Ernest's real purpose be for coming here? And it didn't look like the former chairman tagged along voluntarily. I have no idea. But it looks like he's trying to obtain a power similar to the one Joachim had. The same power as the cult's mastermind. You mean, the power he used to control the Mafia and the Belgard gate officers? Yeah, that was dangerous. But Joachim had an even more terrifying ability. The power to peer into the hearts and memories of people. Kind of like Weissman, if we think about it. This guy is peeking into our memories? Could it be that he's recreating them? That's all kinds of horrible. Yeah, the ways in which you can abuse that power are pretty much limitless. And to make matters worse, I can see everything. The trick behind Master Gear's disappearance, the truth behind your brother's death, and the inevitable fate of Crossbell. Because he knows what's gonna happen to Crossbell. And I do too, because I've played Cold Steel too, so... Lloyd? It's nothing. At any rate, we have to stop Ernest before he ends up like Joachim. We must capture him alive. Lloyd... don't blame yourself for Joachim's death. But still, I was just wondering if I could have captured him without letting him die. But I know it's far too late for that now. If I keep moping around like this, Randy will definitely scold me again. Let's go. We need to rendezvous with Arios and Dudley. Right. I'm kind of perplexed on how to do Noel's voice because she's a female, so her voice has to be slightly higher pitched than Lloyd. For Lloyd, I pretty much try to do Reen. Recalling Cold Steel 2, they don't really sound that different, so... Even then, even without even trying, it's rather easy for me to do Reen's voice, so... Altar Lodge, Altar. I guess we're gonna face our first boss here. There they are! There they are! That was better. It's just as Master Joachim said. I should be able to accomplish my goal without any further delay here. Oh, enough of this madness. You and Joachim are completely and absolutely insane. Don't drag me into your crazy delusions. Lucas talking. I recall a certain Paradise, was it? That's rather arrogant for someone who is using such a place, don't you think? That's only because I was tricked and led there by a pawn of the cult. If I'd known it was such a distasteful place, I never would have gotten involved. And dosing me with that strange medicine on top of it all. It's me who's the victim here! Me! Oh please, do you really think society would believe that kind of story? I'm sure Crossbell Towns would love to run a full-length feature story on that. Freeze! Freeze! Voice cracked a bit. Oh, it's the police. Oh my, you again. I'd hoped I'd lost you pests, but you two cockroaches managed to slip through. That giant altar. So this is the innermost chamber of the lodge. Where are Arios and Dudley? The Divine Blade of Wind and the Ace of Section 1? Those two are bad news, so I slowed them down a bit. Those 10 archaisms should give them a great workout. What? 10 of those monsters? Okay, I went high there a bit. To be sure, I used everything I inherited from my master. That said, this should be enough to finish them off. That means I can go ahead and focus myself on leisurely fulfilling my goal in this holy place. As if we'd let you. Put your hands up and surrender! Now, you don't seem to understand the situation you're in. Anyhow, I was wondering why I didn't see Ellie with you. Oh, I see. She temporarily left the special support section to assist Chairman McDowell, right? Oh, she did agree then. Gah! No way! Did you just read Lloyd's memories? Furthermore, a collaboration between the new mayor and chairman to pass laws. How interesting! This would make it easier for the SSS to make their moves. Gaining new political foothold, I see. Seems like something the new mayor would do. I must say, quite an interesting experiment. However, I must say it's foolish for someone like Ellie to waste her potential with the likes of the police. Once I take office as mayor, I'll have the SSS disbanded. Then I'll hire Ellie as my personal secretary and make the most of her abilities. Yes, that sounds perfect. I'll do just that. Stop messing around! Like hell I'd let you drag Ellie into your messed up delusions. Lloyd's furious. Isn't like a brat like you could be a good match for her in the first place. I'll have to weed out those rotten butts to open her eyes. Oh, there we go. Oh shit, he's taking the red ones too. We're kinda fucked. Ugh! Isn't that? Yeah, demonization, the effect of the red gnosis. How pleasant to have my powers awaken in this holy place. Well then, how about a mode sacrifice before my greatest desires are granted? I'll have you struggle, squirm, and writhe before me. Sorry if I spit into the microphone while doing that. I don't think so! One target confirmed! Commence operations! Let's do this. Of course I have no idea about his weaknesses because I don't have analyze, that's Dudley's thing. So I have no idea what his weaknesses are, but as far as I remember from Zero, it should be light. Of course we don't have such art so early in the game, so I'll just pretty much bash him until I get CP. 666 damage. Living up to the name, I see. Love the fact that it has skipping for the art animations. That's something Zero did not have. Yeah, I'll save their CP. They also have a combi craft, so it'd be better to have their CP on 100 and above. Well, provided I keep them alive, of course. I think she should be fine, and I hope that dude doesn't have any S-crafts to cast. Usually bosses this early don't bother with S-crafts. Game goes easy on you so early on. He's powering up? Okay. Sure, power up. I'm powering up too. Oh, it's this one. Yeah, I remember this one. You're fine, you just have to get Lloyd up to 100 now. And then show him his boss. Alright. I won't waste too much time with this, I'll just go for Bravehearts. Comicraft. Skills include: Comicraft can be performed by two teammates. It can attack a target within range of either of the two top characters. Shit. Targets. I was meant to say characters there. Alright. I wonder how much damage it's gonna do. Comicrafts are usually pretty powerful. Let's switch back to arts. I could do arts with Lloyd, I just don't really feel like doing it. Kinda sounds mean the way I put it, but Lloyd was never really an arts user for me. Especially because his AB are usually pretty low too. Even if you wanted to make him an arts attacker, he's not that good at it. 6 courier bombs. game's generous with me. Hey, music gave that back. Oh shit. Okay. I don't like where this is going. If he's able to cast an S-craft. Oh. They pulled through. Alright. I was kinda scared there they would not. Pretty sure this microphone is picking up everything going around me right now. Hope I'll change it someday. Whatever. I'd love to change it, by the way. Hurt Noel is sad Noel, and I must protect her. Ah, so close. Oh, I think he's dead. Yep. There you go. I'd never do that. I just a classic Falcom laugh for that. What the? Our attacks have no effect on him at all? How are you supposed to do the eek? Oh, I forgot to do the other scream he did. My. Allowing you to leave just would not do. This isn't state congress after all. Ernest, you! Don't worry, he's still useful, so I just knocked him out. Still, are you really in the position to be worrying about others right now? This is... This cult lodge was built atop a septium vein. By awakening here, am I able to open the door to tea? Just as my master told me. Ooh, gotta love those types of tracks from Falcom. Oh. Are you fucking kidding? This early? No way! This is just like with Joachim. True, Lloyd. This is the state my master attained. With this, I'll be able to foresee everything. Huh? Why? Why don't I see anything? Huh? Something's wrong. Why? Why can't I see D? Why can I not feel the breath of fire? The breath of fire? The breath of the true God. I referenced the game without needing to. Without wanting to. Whatever. This is not what I have been told. Hang in there. What if everything Joachim told you were lies? Silence! 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 Yeah, my fries are not that good. Whatever. First, I'll just sacrifice you. Then, I'll return to Crossbell and claim Ellie in the Divine Child. You bastard. Lloyd, watch out! I need to not go into falsetto. Gah! What a monster! Farewell then, you pathetic little pile of regrets. Ah! Whoa. Ah! I'll be doing the screamy stuff, I guess. Dudley! Arios! Good grief. Just in time. Lloyd, Sergeant Major Knoll, good work holding out. I could say the same about you two. I'm really glad you're alright. We had a hard time with those 10 archaisms. We'll talk later. We need to disable him first. This is no common enemy. Give it everything you've got. Yes, sir. Yeah, and I'm not gonna do Knoll, yes, sir. I don't feel confident enough to do that. So we're fighting the boss of Zero again. Oh, he has analyzed, so I can just use that and not be a bitch about it. You know, see what he has in stock. This isn't Zero, so I don't have the abundance of items to use. That's a problem. Good thing with him being there is that I can use. He's stationary, so I don't have to worry about using arts that are based on range and not targets. Yeah, let's get you unmuted. I just wasted an item now that I thought about it. I could just press move and have the mutes just go. So he's weak to most things. He's weak to everything, pretty much. With his biggest weakness being earth or ground. Earth. So I know what to use now, and that's not aerial, but it's still gonna do. He's generally weak to arts. Dudley's gonna focus on healing. Healing. Period. Alright. I don't know why people hate on why some folks don't like Noel. Come on, she's pretty cute. Oh yeah, I have to heal up Lloyd as well. Waste those tear bombs. On him quickly. Well, he isn't really that formidable. He isn't Joachim, so. Oh. I don't know. I cannot cast anything, so I'll just do this. Ari's is pretty good with arts. He does the most damage, so. What's Dark Sandba? Oh yeah, the thing Tio had in Zero. This is pretty repetitive already. Not that far from the end, are we? Death blows, really? We have to face that now? Oh god. Reviving bomb. Awesome. Come on. No one's awfully close to dying there. should be the last one. Lloyd needs healing, but why you gotta be over there, dude? And they're out of AP, except Arios. Hey, that's over with. Wasn't too hard. Pretty much art spamming. Remember? It's coming! Watch out! You get intuition. That's... You see? Melting? It's just like in Joachim's death report. No. No. I don't want to die. Don't want to die. How pitiful. That was way too weak. How pitiful. Gah. Lloyd? Hey, what are you? Ernest, pull yourself together. You can't give up here. You're still yourself, right? You didn't take the same large dose of red nose as Joachim did. There's still hope for you. Don't give up now. Planning's you. Lloyd. Why go so far for someone like me? That's irrelevant here. Sure, you did commit crimes, but still, even if you did, that's no reason to just let you die down here. Also, I'm sure Ellie and Chairman McDowell would be saddened by your death. So please, pull yourself together. I think I breathed into the microphone. Ellie, Chairman McDowell, I'm sorry. How could I? It didn't work? Isn't there anything we can do about this? You know cases like this are outside my areas of expertise, right? No. But it seems like the real expert has arrived just in time. What? O Adios, who art high in heaven, with thine light, return home this lost lamb who was drawn to evil. I think it's a male, female, sorry. Huh? A Testament's verse? Oh, look who's back. Well, I got to get my American slangy voice then. Yep, here's Kevin Graham. The one and only. Nah, sorry. We're kinda running out of time. Treatment first, introductions later. That was way too weak. Mind standing aside? Yes, please go ahead. One step short of gone, huh? Looks like you held out somehow, though. In that case, as your seal of mine shining from the abyss. Sweep away the miasma with light, and guide this lost lamb towards salvation. That's... What in the world is that light? I should scream it like, what in the world is that light? Because he was like, whoosh and stuff. He's back. Yeah. Phew. How is he? Oh, he just fainted. He's not gonna wake up for a couple of days, but it's not as his life on the line or anything. Thank goodness. Phew, that's a relief. That aside, who the hell are you? You do seem like a priest, though. What are you doing in a place like this? Arios? You didn't even tell about me? You told me you weren't sure whether you could make it in time. My position being that what it is, I kept it from them, just in case. Oh, I see. Thanks. You haven't changed one bit. Still as thoughtful as ever. The same could be said about you. Thank you. You really saved us. So you're some kind of insurance. I assume you're a member of the Gralsudder, part of the Congregation of the Sacraments of the Septian Church. Gralsudder? Congregation of the what? You mean they once tasked the retrieval of artifacts? With the retrieval of artifacts? Bingo. Pleased to meet ya. The name's Kevin Graham, member of the Septian Church Gralsudder. Arius here contacted me and asked me to come down.